Hi, and welcome to missesdressy.com. When you're buying your dress, the most important thing you need to know is the correct size. All the styles and all the designers have slightly different sizes, so make sure that you measure yourself correctly, and that way you'll get the perfect dress that fits you like a glove. Today, we're going to show you exactly how to do that. What you're going to need: a measuring tape, and the lucky person who's going to get to wear the dress. Today, we'll use a mannequin just to show you how it's done. So, when you take your measurement, there's 3 measurements you need: the bust, the waist, and then the hip. The first size you need to take is your bust measurement. Make sure, when you're using the measuring tape, bring it across the back and across the fullest area of the bust. And this is your measurement. Now, some top tips: you should try to make sure that you're going to be wearing tight-fitting clothing, and then preferably the undergarment that you might be wearing with your gown. So the second figure that we need is your waist measurement. The waist is the narrowest part of the waist. It's normally about 1 inch above your belly button. So you take the measuring tape, wrap it straight around. Try to leave a little bit of breathing room for this one. That way you have a little bit of movement in your dress. Take a note, and that's your waist measurement. So the third and final measurement that you need is for the hips. When we're measuring the hips, we take the widest part. It's normally about 7 inches below where we measured for your waist. So take the measuring tape, bring it straight around the widest part, and this is the measurement that you have for your hips. So now, with all of those 3, you should have 3 numbers. It should be a big number, a smaller number, and then a bigger number again. That way, you know you're on the right track. Now I'll show you how to take those measurements on a real person so you can see where the tape goes. So for the bust measurement, make sure once you put the tape around that the model puts her arms flat beside her side, and this is the first measurement. For the waist, once again, it's the narrowest point at the waist. And then for the hips, the widest part of the hips, and that's your third measurement. So when you have all 3 of your measurements taken, you're ready to take a look at the size chart on missesdressy.com. We have a different size chart for each and every dress on the website, and that's because designers and styles vary a little bit between their sizes. So even if you think you know your size, always take a look at the size chart. The mannequin's measurements was bust 36, waist 28, and hips 34. So when we take a look at the size chart, we see that her largest measurement equates to a size 8 US. The size chart also comes in a UK and a European version, so you can measure in centimeters if you feel more comfortable. But remember, when you're ordering, always order in a US size. And remember, it's always easier to alter a dress that's too big than a dress that's too small. And that's it. You're ready to go. Happy shopping on missesdressy.com.